Miss Nisha Singh is a councillor in Municipal Corporation of Gurgaon, and she entered active politics by contesting her first election to MCG in 2011 as an independent candidate. She is an engineer by training and has done her MBA studies from London Business School, London. Before entering the field of politics, she's had a corporate career with companies like Siemens, Barclays and Google in Mumbai, London and Gurgaon. And Mr. Bhavani Shankar Tripathi came to live in Gurgaon 16 years back, that was in 1999. When he came to Gurgaon, there were no malls, no Kingdom of Dreams, no metro, no botanical garden, no PVR, no national highway, and no municipal corporation as well. There were very few good schools, no coaching institutions, no hobby centers for children. There were very few parks, roads always had large potholes, and the air was very dusty and polluted. So Mr. Bhavani became concerned with this and he took a pledge, this is my city, I must do something about it, so that I can see Gurgaon become a modern city, a clean city and a green city. He did three things as a citizen. Firstly, he started sending to newspapers stories about the city conditions and what the administration should do to improve things. Then, he met with the city administrators and invited them to visit areas in bad condition. And lastly, he identified other citizens and citizen groups who had similar concerns and joined them to create a network of citizen volunteers to raise a voice. Today, as a volunteer citizen, Mr. Bhavani speaks on issues of transportation, cleanliness, environment and governance, and shares ideas to make Gurgaon a better place to live in. Currently, he lives in Sector 23A. So now let's hear it from them about their lives, their story.
The lady here has given me the privilege. So we must say thank you to the lady and say it loudly with a big clap, right? Good. And thank you, Nisha. So let me take off my jacket. It's very difficult to talk with the jacket on. I don't know why, because I talk from my stomach, not from my mouth, right? Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Who remembers my name? My God, you are smarter than the previous group. Yeah, everybody knows because she announced my name just now. And okay, thank you. My name is Bhavani Shankar Tripathi, and I'm very happy to be standing here and talking with you. But let's first. I want to ask you a few questions, and you're all smart guys. I know you could remember my name. So anybody who remembers my name is a smart guy, you know. So let me ask you, where are you living at this moment? Gurgaon. 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 Gurugram. Gaon. Is it a Gaon?
It's a city.
It's a city. What is it that makes Gurgaon a city? Even if it has the name Gaon in it, what is it that makes it a city? Yeah, you raise your hand first.
It has all the latest infrastructure.
Okay, infrastructure. Yeah, younger. Yeah.
Occupation and population.
Occupation and population. Is there a relationship between occupation and population except the people? Too many people, too many jobs. Is it?
Occupation attracts population.
Fantastic. The occupation is what attracts population to make it a city. Okay? The kind of occupations that the city has. Good. Excellent answer. Next. Anybody else? Yeah.
So what makes it different from a village is that a village's administrative structure is different from a city. So we have a municipal corporation and they have a panchayati raj.
Fantastic, Nisha. You're going to have trouble after he's going to ask you questions. So he seems to know everything. Good.
We have active citizenship.
Oh, now he's trying to flatter me. He's trying to please me. Okay, but good. Thank you so much. Yes, we have active citizens, but we want more active people in villages. Okay, citizen. The word city and zen. Okay, the word city comes from the Anglo-Frenchise. And you know what the English language comes from? English language is a mix of many European languages, you know. So, yeah, French, Anglais, there are Latin words in it, there are French words in it, and so on and so forth. So the city is city. It was called as city in the Anglo-French French language. Okay, the zen was added to make anybody who is enjoying the rights of that place becomes a citizen. Okay? City Zen, you know, have you heard of the word Zen in Buddhist philosophy?
Yes.
Yeah? What does it say? What is a Zen monk? Yeah, quickly, anybody?
Teacher.
Yeah.
So he is a state of peace and enlightenment.
Excellent. State of peace and enlightenment. That means you have the power within yourself. Okay? So that word Zen comes from somebody who holds the power. So in a city, anybody who lives there and is holding powers, that means rights, is called a citizen. That's how the word came into being. Fantastic. Now we are all citizens of Gurgaon, and let's see how the city expects things from us as citizens. We are here to learn about how we can become good citizens. What is a good citizen and what is a citizen? Yeah, young lady.
A good citizen is a citizen who cares about the city and works to make the city a better place.
Fantastic. Someone who really cares about the city. Who cares about the city? You have your chance. Anybody else here? Yeah.
Works for the welfare of the people of the city.
Works for the welfare of the people of the city. Yeah, good. Yes, sir.
Who cares for their city? Who cares for their country?
Who cares for the city? Who cares for the country? Okay, so you become a citizen and then you become a nationalist. All right, good. All right, thanks. You want to say something? Yeah.
Yeah, so a good citizen will be more like a proactive citizen.
A proactive citizen. My God, I wish I'm proactive. I'm active, but I wish I'd become proactive someday. Good point. You're very smart guys. Let's see. Do you recognize this road? Yeah. This is a modern city. Okay. So what makes a city? What are those three components? Three essential components. We'll come back and touch geography here. What are the three most important things that makes a city survive? Roads. Okay, good. Roads. All right. Anybody else?
Administration.
Administration. Okay. Yeah.
Climate.
Sorry?
Climate.
Climate. Okay.
Settings.
Settlings. All right. Now, okay. Let me come back. Remember geography. What is it that sustains? What makes a place? What makes this universe? What are the three important components that is common whether in a village or a city?
Land, water and air.
Wow! Land, water and air. That's what makes the city, that makes the universe, that makes the globe. Right? And that's essential to be protected. So let's see what kind of situation exists as far as water, land, air is concerned in Gurgaon. Okay? Look at this. Next. We are all living in Gurgaon. So what does it take to make Gurgaon a city? Right? Good city and good citizens. You see the city, we have huge buildings, we have a mall there, we have tall buildings and so on and so forth. Is that what a city means? This all looks beautiful, isn't it? From the rooftop, it's a lovely sight, and somebody says, wow, man, there's also a metro track out there that you can see in between. There's the central mall. But then let's go back. Let's go forward a little bit and see where we stand. Look at the There are two kinds of people here. There are two kinds of children here. That's my son. Which one? The one in the white t-shirt. How did you know? Okay, no, that's not a question. I'm just an expression. Okay? Water. The most precious thing on earth that makes life sustain. My son has the luxury, has the opportunity to play with water. Okay? There is another son who lives the same place, who is of the same age. But every morning, every evening, his job is to go house to house and beg for water. साहब थोड़ा पानी दे दो ना, सुबह से पिया नहीं. साहब माँ पानी खाना बनाएगी, पानी दे दीजिए साहब. So every morning, every evening he has to beg for water to survive. That was in 2004. When did I move to Gurgaon? 1999. I took the first 2 years to understand where I was, to settle down. Okay? There were shocks, and I had to absorb all those shocks. In 2004, this was the situation. Next. 6 years later, the situation hasn't changed. We still have children coming and begging for water. What next? 2014, 15. Still children coming and begging for water. What's wrong with this city? What's wrong with us? Yes, I have stopped playing with water.
So we're not a developed city because all the humans are getting the basic needs.
Yeah, that's it. So what are we doing with the city? Does it bother us? Yes, it bothered me. I stopped playing with water. I told my son not to play with water anymore. But then, could I have stopped these people from begging, these children from begging? They spend their life begging for water. Next. So what do we do with this precious water? God gives us this water, pours it down every year. Thousands and thousands of liters, gallons of water which comes here. There are children and families which don't get water to drink. They don't take a bath for days. They cook their food with unclean water. But when God gives us water, how do we treat that water? What do we do with that water? We are allowing it to go waste. We are draining it into the drains. We are creating problems for children walking into school, but getting their shoes dirty, shoes wet. Is this the way we do? Can't we do something about this? Can't the city administrators do something about this? Right? Next. Come to air. The next essential thing. What have you done with our air? Is it clean air? Would you love to stand there and breathe? Would you do that? No, you'd say, you do this. But how long can you go to this? How long? You'll die. So are we inviting death? Early death? Come, kill us. Fill our lungs with smoke? Is it? We have to do something about this air. Next. Land. What's the most precious thing on land? Trees. What are we doing with the trees? Yeah? We are ruthless. We're brutal. We just chop it off. Okay? Because we want something else there. We want a building to come up. We want another road to go. Right? And we are killing them. Next. You know, recognize this place? Do you know, have you heard the word Aravali?
Yes. So I would always try to preserve the trees.
Very good. Aravali is what? It's a forest. It's the only forest in Gurgaon. It's one forest that Gurgaon has. This is the only forest. Mangarbani is a village within the Aravali range. Okay. And we have to protect, we have to fight, we have to do something to preserve, to save the forest. Right? Next. What's one way to save forests? Plant trees. How many of you have planted trees this year? Wow. 2015. Yeah, good. So every year you got to promise yourself that you are going to plant a tree. Okay? At least till my age. Right? And I'm a young man. I'm not a baby. So I have still many more years to go. I'm going to plant many more trees. Alright? So pledge that every year your own forest after a few years. Right? Next. That's what garbage does. It rings a bell. It makes us think, how are we treating our land? Is this how we treat our land? Will any trees grow here? Will any children be able to survive? Will birds, animals, will they survive in this? How can we save our land? How can we reduce, recycle, reuse our waste and not create the waste to go there? That's another way to protect our land. Next. Roads. Somebody said roads, that makes this a city. Is this what we should be doing on our roads? Roads are meant to drive on, to ride. But how do we treat our roads? Not by playing. It's not an umbrella that we hold and we ride with one hand in the scooter. And it's unsafe. It's unsafe not only for us, it's unsafe also for the other people who are walking along the road. The umbrella is meant to be kept by those people, not by the scooterist. Right? Next. What is this person doing? What is this family doing?
The wrong side.
They're taking the wrong side. Anything else?
Three people are going.
Four of them on the scooter, yeah?
And they're not wearing a helmet.
They're not wearing a helmet. They're not wearing a helmet. They're taking the wrong side. There are 4 people on the scooter. They've got a kid right in the front.
Who is standing?
How many rules can one break? So even if our parents are breaking rules, a good citizen has to point that out. A good child has to point that out. Mummy, Papa, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, क्या कर रहे हो आप? हाँ? ये तो रास्ता नहीं है. Don't take this road. Right? We have to point it out. So when we are living in a city, we must also go by the laws of the city. Next. So even if we are not driving, we should be following the law. We should obey the laws. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. And let me see if you can answer that. Some very famous personality, world personality has said, you have every right to disagree with my law, but you have no right to disobey the law. Who said that? Gandhiji. Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda did not make any laws for the country. Nisha Singh makes laws, not Swami Vivekananda. Martin Luther King. Wow. Okay, she's saying it. Allow her. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Good. Okay. Now, this guy was an American president. How are we treating what are we doing with our children? Is this the way we have to travel in this city? Do we have a safe, efficient city? Look at this kid. He's half onto the scooter ledge. Anything can happen on the road. Is this how we treat our children? Just because they cannot afford a car? Is this a city we want? Next. So what do you want? You want a pavement. You want a pavement on which people can safely walk. Children can safely walk. You want space for cycling. You want your sewer pits, dangerous pits, to be covered. We want a modern city where we can live safely, walk safely, travel safely. Next. Are we the only people in this world who deserve to be on the road? Are we concerned about the other people who also deserve road space? I had to stop my car, to stop other cars, to beg to them, please, at least let him go to the side. He's struggling for the last 5 minutes, he's struggling to go to the side. You can still drive away. You won't waste any time, but he doesn't drive. He's using one hand to pedal. Allow him to go to the side. It will take 10 seconds. But people are sensitive. Is this what a good citizen does? Our city has to make space for everybody. The advantaged, the disadvantaged, the rich, the poor. We must have space for everyone. Next. Okay, this is important, isn't it? Cleanliness all around the place that we live in should be swept, and we want a Swachh country. Who gave a Swachh country announcement? Who Tiwari? Narendra Modi. Who is Narendra Modi? Your friend? It's a Prime Minister Narendra Modi, isn't it?
He made a plan, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan.
He made a plan, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. That's a good one. You send it to the Prime Minister's office and like it. Okay, good. He made a plan. It's a Swachh Bharat Abhiyan where cleanliness, hygiene is important. That's what makes a city worth living. Next. Come on. I want to get home. If I have to visit your house and there is a board, you say, sir, there is a board there which says come to Princeton Estate. And I go there and I find out, where is the Princeton Estate? Behind this poster, there says you have Princeton Estate. Somebody has come and put a poster out there. And I call you up and say, where is Princeton Estate?
Gurgaon is my city.
And all other people living here are my fellow citizens. Next. I love my city. And I shall always try to make it the best place for children to grow in. Right? I shall support and volunteer in whatever ways I can in community welfare. Therefore, to my city and my fellow citizens, I make this promise today. Amen. Thank you.